Yeah. Hello and good morning and welcome to this session. This session is about orientation of the program you chose, which is MSc in Environmental Science, or you can say Masters of Science in Environmental Science. And this program is hosted in the Department of Environmental Science. Previously, it was under the Department of Theoretical and Applied Biology. We became autonomous just a year ago. So we are now a full department, and we have this program under the department. The department has two master's programs. We have the MPhil and this MSc program. The MPhil is the regular program, and the MSc is the distance learning program. And they are all hosted in the department. So if you are here, you are privileged to be in this department. And I think, as you know, you are going to learn a broad scope of activities within the environment, and you will be exposed to this program, and you will learn a lot. Yeah, so you are once again welcome. So if you are there, let me see you by hand, and I think I can see you. Yeah, so I will introduce my name. I will introduce myself. My name is Dr. Kojo Mieza. I'm the examination officer in the department and also the coordinator for the distance learning program in the department. Now, the training today, or the orientation, and the whole MSc program, as you are coming to learn about, the training, today's orientation is to expose you to the program, and you must know everything about the program. So I will give you from A to Z that you must know about the MSc Environmental Science. So our objective here as a program, or the training aim of this program, is to expose you to the current issues of sustainable development and the wide environmental system management, or the environmental management. And here we talk about current issues when we talk about sustainable development, and we talk about environmental management. You know, it's a very broad scope. So you will be exposed to all these. And also, we will also give you knowledge on several issues, how to analyze environmental issues, and also policy and management perspectives. So you will be given or equipped with the knowledge, the know-how as to do some of these environmental analysis. And it is expected, the program is so broad, by the time you finish the program, you will learn from different areas. You will have knowledge about the environmental microbiology, and that we talk about the microorganisms, the pathogens, and anything that some can be disease burden and others can be beneficial. So you learn about all of them, and you also learn about water, air, and soil quality and their management. So the air, the water, and the soil, they can be beneficial to us, so you learn about all of them. And as you go through the programs, you get to know the details about all the program. And we also talk about waste management and pollution, you know, the proper way of managing waste, how to handle from collection down to safe disposal, and also the kind of pollution that we have in our environment, how to control and how to prefer solutions to this pollution that you encounter in the environment. And we also talk about ecosystem conservation. We talk about climate change. We talk about environmental toxicology, and also occupational health, hazards, and safety. And we also expect that as a student, you have a good general understanding of various types of decision-making tools. You know, you have several decision-making tools. You have life cycle analysis. Some talk about multiple criteria decision-making, and so you will be equipped with some of these decision analysis tools and decision-making tools, and you will use them in your work. So it's expected that though we will teach you some aspect, but it's expected that you also learn a lot from it. You don't have one decision-making tool, you have several of them that you can also learn from. And the duration for this program is 12 months as the minimum. But if I say 12 months as a minimum, because it depends, much also depends on you. And for the third courses, the requirements are that we go through third courses, which will be online. Before, we used to have online and also face-to-face, but now, because of the situation, we are going online throughout. And by online, you will finish all the courses. It is expected that you start and you get good grades to make you move to the research stage. So the research stage is normally what may delay your progress. So it is expected that you do a lot of work during the research stage. So see your supervisors lists will be given, you contact them and do your work as early as possible. Start as fast as you can so that you can finish on time. So we have, as I said, we have the first semester and the second semester for the coursework. For the first semester, we are going to have 4 months. Semester has 4 months and you do the coursework. The coursework has some aspect which could be a presentation, practical, or seminars, and also sometimes field work, but I don't know how the field work will be done because of the situation that we are going through. So sometimes it depends on the lecturer and the interaction that he will have with you. So the first semester, you're expected to have 6 core courses, and out of that, it will amount to 18 credit hours. And the second semester, you have 7 courses, which will also be up to 21 credits before your dissertation. But the way it is, because you may not be able to, dissertation says 6 credits, but because you may not be able to finish the coursework before coming to start your dissertation because of the time, sometimes it is advised, and we normally do that during the coursework, you also contact your supervisors and so you start your research work so that you can finish on time. So as the coursework is going, you also have your research work also moving, and that can assure you that you will finish on time. Now for the coursework, as I said earlier, we are going through the online. So you will have slides and videos provided. So there will also be online teaching, which you will have with your supervisors. Then before you move to the research work. So the research work, you have interactions between you and your supervisor. But we will have a seminar. Normally we have seminar that will introduce you to the research. You write your proposal, then you present your seminar, your research proposal at a seminar. And the seminar, this time I think we'll do it online again so that we have that interaction with you, and the aim of the seminar is to make input into your work so that your research work can be shaped. But again, during the course of during the coursework, you also examiner can also lead you to have about 20 minutes seminar, which will also be addressing some environmental issues. So it is expected that during the seminar, you prepare your slides and do your presentation for the lecturer to assess you. And so that will give you ample time for discussion, and anything that you need to know or anything that bothers your mind, I think your examiner will provide solutions to that. And it is expected that you also make good input or make a good presentation so that they can also make some changes or some required input for your whatever is demanded of you to be shaped. And you are also expected to attend research seminar. We used to hold it in the department, but now it will be online. So all these activities will be online. We normally have proposal seminar and also the defense seminar. So now that we have this period, we will do most of these things online. Now, in terms of your assessment, we look at, as I said, we have the coursework that you will do. So we will assess your coursework and grade you. At the end of every semester, you will write examination. So it's expected that you get the required pass mark for you to move on. And if anything happens, which I don't think will happen to you, if it happens, then you have to come and write a supplementary examination. And the supplementary examination will help you to make up for the failed paper or the course. So it is expected that you pass every course before you can move on to the next stage. And that will be the dissertation stage. And we have, as I said, written examination at the end of each semester, and that will form part of your assessment. But before, the coursework will also have its own continuous assessment. You have the midterms that you will do, and any assignment that will be given will be part of your continuous assessment before the end of semester assessment. In terms of the grading for graduation, the requirements are that you must pass at least a minimum, each course you must pass, and you must have a minimum of 50% for each taught course. So we have the 6 for the first semester and the 7 for the second semester. So out of these 13 courses that you are going to take, you must at least get 50%. But it's bad because if you get 50% in all of them, that means your cumulative weighted average, as your CWA, will not be up to the 55 that is required, because you must get at least that one at the end of the program for you to move on to the next stage, for you to graduate. So during the graduation, if we put everything together and it's not up to 55, that means you are not going to graduate. And this one, I stress on it well, because many students find themselves who are wanted in this. They pass every course, but you realize that their CWA is about 51, 52, 50, up less than 55. When it's like that, you have to go through, register other courses from all the departments, from other departments. If you have exhausted all the courses or any elective course in our department, then you have to audit a course outside to make up the 55, which is not an easy task. So once you start this program, please, I would advise that the moment you get less than 55, you need to advise yourself, because in each course, you have to advise yourself, because if you don't take time, you will end up getting marks or cumulative average, which is less than 55, and that is a serious problem. So I would advise that don't just pass with 50%, but try to get more than 50%. If you get some 70 and you're unfortunate to get 50, then it balances it. And that keeps you on track. So please do not just have a gentleman pass. Gentleman pass here can be very dangerous. So please, let's try and get above the 55. If you do that, it lessens my work. It lessens the work of the department and the head also, so that we don't crack ourselves helping you, trying to help you here and there. So please take this one serious before you start the course work. Try, put in all your determination and put in all your best effort and determine to get more than the 55, so that you will not come looking for courses to do here and there. And we have, for research thesis assessment, we have, after the dissertation, we have internal and external examiners. So your thesis will go to an external examiner who is outside this university, and they will assess your thesis. And we have another independent examiner inside this university, can be within the department or outside the department. It's not your supervisor, and they will assess your thesis. Your supervisor will as well assess your thesis. So at the end of it, we have an oral defense, which you present your thesis and try to defend your thesis in presence of these examiners, the internal examiners, your external examiners, and the supervisor as well. But all our teaching staffs and are involved in the supervision work. So you have supervisors from our teaching team. We are 8 in the department now, and each of us is capable of supervising your work. Sometimes we also add other supervisors or lecturers from other departments, especially from biology, which help us in the teaching and the supervision work. For the research work, as I said, you will be assigned to a supervisor, at least a supervisor. And after that, you would present the synopsis to your synopsis. That is your research proposal that you write to the department. So in this case, it will be online. So you present your proposal for corrections, not to scare you, but you present just for corrections to be made to your work. That is the main aim. And normally because we do it at the end of August, so now we have not determined when to do it, but this one, because we prepared it before thinking that it will be done in August, but we normally would do that before, but we will communicate it to you when we will do that along as you move on with the course. And at the end of all your research work and those things, when you put everything together and you have finished, we run what we call the plagiarism test. We put it into the Turnitin, and your copies and those things, the plagiarism Turnitin assessment shouldn't be more than 20%. If it is run and you have more than 20%, you have to go and do it. Normally, because students don't do the review very well, you see that most of the students copy from the review work, research review or literature review, and that will make your score be more than 20%. So we look at that. If you run it and it's more than 20%, you have to do it and do it. Please don't go and use any software to do it. It changes the English, and if you don't take your time, you will fail, because the language will change and everything will be, I would say, scattered. And that will not qualify you, especially when the external examiner fails you, then your thesis cannot go through. The supervisor cannot save you in this case. So please do the right thing. Take your time and read, and read. Yeah, so in terms of our details, this is my number, but you can still use this number to reach the head of department. And yes, you can. The head of department used to be this, but we have Professor Hoga, but we have changed. It's now Professor Ike Tete, and my name is Mieza. I'm the coordinator. I'm still the examination officer here, so you can use my number for the two cases. So you can reach me if you have any question. If you did not understand this one well, if there is further question that you want to know, anything that you want to know, the further question you want to ask, or any question that comes into your mind, which will throw light on the program, the effectiveness, how it will be run, and anything that you want to know about the program beside what I have presented, you can contact me on my number here. That's the project coordinator number, 020-3299-419. You can also call the head of department, but don't call this the last one. It will be, so you can call the two numbers above to get enough information about the program.